In this problem we are given with a graph, and the question says that a point moves rectilinearly in one direction, and this figure shows the distance as traversed by the point or the particle as a function of time. Using the plot, find the average velocity of the point during the time of motion. तो जब तक particle चला, during that whole duration we have to find the average velocity or the average speed of the particle. If the particle is moving rectilinearly, though, so we can always find the average velocity. We can equate the average velocity with average speed, right? So what we'll do here is we'll find the total distance covered upon total time taken. That will give us the average velocity. So from this figure we can easily note that the total, so V average is equal to total distance upon total time, right? So from this graph we can easily see that the total distance covered is 2 meter. This is 2.0, right? Not visible clearly. This is 2 meter divided by the total time, which is 20 seconds, right? Because after 20 seconds we can see that the graph is not rising up, so the distance or the displacement of the particle becomes constant, so the particle is not moving after 20 seconds. So particle moved only after 20 seconds, and particle moved from position 0 to this position, which is 2 meter. So 2 meter is the total distance or displacement upon total time. So this will give us the average speed or average velocity. Both are same thing in case of rectilinear motion where the particle's direction is not changing. So it comes out to be 10 centimeter per second, or you can say 0.1 meter per second. So this is the answer for part A. For part B, they are saying we have to find the maximum velocity. Okay. So in order to find maximum velocity, we must note that the slope of xt graph, displacement time graph, slope of displacement time graph gives the velocity. So in this segment from O to this point, let's say A, and let this point be B. So O to A, we are seeing that the slope will keep on increasing. The slope will keep on increasing. Like this, you can see the slope is initially like this, slope of tangent, which gives velocity. After this the slope becomes like this, increased angle, then slope becomes like this, more increased angle. So this way we can always see that the slope is increasing in this segment. After this, this segment is a straight line segment, so slope becomes constant in this segment, and after this the slope keeps on decreasing. So the slope kept on increasing up to point A, then became constant. That is, the velocity which is at point A remained as it is up to the particle moves up to point B, that is up to 14 seconds, right? So in order to find the maximum velocity, we have to find the instantaneous velocity at point A, or we can what we can do is we can simply find the velocity during this time interval, 10 to 14 seconds, because the velocity is constant in 10 to 14 seconds, and that constant velocity is the maximum one, which was at A also. So velocity at A is equal to velocity during duration A to B will be displacement upon time. So the displacement in this duration we can see is from 0.4 meter, you can see by this blue line, 0.4 meter up to this 1.4 meter. So 1.4 meter was final duration, final displacement. Initial was 0.4, so this is the change in position for displacement. Upon time is, you can see here, 10 to 14 seconds, so that is 4 second duration. So 1 meter by 4 seconds is 25 meter per second. This is the maximum velocity. Okay, so this was the answer for part B. Now in part C, we have to find the time moment t naught. We have to find a time t naught at which the instantaneous velocity is always found using the slope of tangent is equal to the mean velocity. We have to find the we have to find instant t naught at which the instantaneous velocity, जिस पर instantaneous velocity यानी tangent का slope बराबर हो जाए mean velocity के. mean velocity कैसे मिलती है? distance upon time या displacement upon time से. mean velocity किस ड्यूरेशन की बात कर रहे हैं? 0 से t naught सेकंड तक के mean velocity की बात कर रहे हैं. t naught सेकंड पर instantaneous velocity की बात की जा रही है. t naught सेकंड पर instantaneous velocity यानी t naught सेकंड पर slope of tangent की बात की जा रही है. slope of tangent की बात की जा रही है. और 0 से t naught सेकंड को जोड़ने वाली लाइन इस ग्राफ को देखिएगा, जरा समझिएगा. यहां पर देख सकते हैं कि किसी समय t naught पर एक टेंजेंट बनाई है हमने. ये रेड कलर में टेंजेंट देख सकते हैं हम, डॉटेड लाइन. और 0 को t naught से जोड़ने वाली एक लाइन और बनाई है. ये लाइन ज्वाइनिंग जो कि ज्वाइन कर रही है ओरिजिन और t naught सेकंड को, ये एवरेज वेलोसिटी रिप्रेजेंट करेगी. इसका स्लोप इनफैक्ट है ना, इसका जो स्लोप होने वाला है ये वाला स्लोप, दिस विल रिप्रेजेंट द एवरेज velocity. This will represent average velocity. How will it represent average velocity? If we take this height, which is the displacement, and this red line, this one, if we take this that I am drawing right now, if we use this as displacement and this 16 second as time duration, then this will give me the average velocity covered during these 16 seconds, and 16 seconds is that time at which this slope of this blue line is getting equated with slope of this tangent. So always remember the average velocity and the instantaneous velocity will be equated or will be equal at a point where line joining initial point to the point having time t naught, the slope of this blue line it gets equated with the slope of red line, which is the tangent, right? So time at which this happened is t is equal to 16 seconds. At any other point this will not happen. You can easily see this thing that at any other point this is not going to happen. Let's say if I take t naught second to be here, then if I draw the line joining this point to origin, then this slope will give me the average velocity. This slope is going to give me the average velocity, and the tangent drawn at this point, which will be this one, this tangent slope will give me the average velocity. Obviously this angle alpha, let's say this is alpha, is very different from this angle beta. So if the angles are different, then slope will be different, and that's why the velocities will be different. Okay.